for the next 3 to 4 years, I'd like to take my commitment to the University of Florida. Go Gators.
Oh, my! The Millie gets it done with no Lambo needed. The 6'5", 315-pound defensive tackle, Kendall Gerbil. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fly in the troops. Let's bring them on in. Take me to space. Oh, Buzz, Millie gets it done. What do we tell him, B? What do we tell him, B?
Bring me space!
Hey, chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp!
Go Gators, baby.
It's Buzz go.
Where's Buzz go? You're on. Look. Look at the Buzz suit, baby. Give him a chomp chomp, B.
It's Buzz. It's
go-
Buzz go.
Where did what go?
The Buzz. It's Buzz go.
Buzz. Love you. Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, locked and loaded here for 4-star top 100 commit Kendall Gerbil. Commits to the Florida Gators over Texas. Feels good to say. Feels good to say. Look, this rivalry is really starting to ramp up here with the Texas Longhorns. It's being built as we speak over the last couple of weeks here with the drama of defensive tackles, them basically having the same dang board as we have. We're going back and forth, haymaker for haymaker, trying to land the top dog. And Kendall Gerbil was somebody that Florida felt really good for, right? Alongside the Vodney Clevelands, alongside the Trenton Hendersons. And then we've seen a couple of these guys. You've seen some crystal balls toward Florida. You've seen them flip. We've seen Florida land some crystal balls and not go our way either. So it has been nothing but excitement when it comes to recruiting, as it should. We lock a big one in here, boys and girls. Top 100 player ranked 77th on 247, 117 on 3. Number 12 defensive tackle across the entire board. Big time pickup here, boys and girls. Love this pickup a lot. We'll take a look at his film, see what he brings to the table. When you look at tail of the tape, kind of break down who he is and what he does and what he brings to the table. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. Especially going into next year, you got to think about what we'll be losing to the NFL, along with the Caleb Banks, Jamari Lyons, Brian Taylor will probably be filling into that position, right? All these guys will be moving on for a good reason, right? For good reasons. But we got to make sure we fill in those trenches. Keep after it. We'll take a look at the calculator here in just a minute. I imagine these recruiting sites will have us queued up as well on where we stand with him. But the scouting report, and we'll have a full breakdown tomorrow with, of course, the film room. You guys have been eating those up with Cody the Professor. He gives his take. Guy does a phenomenal job. But athletic defensive tackle, and that's what you see here when you watch the film. Explodes out of his hips very well. Gets to the line just very quickly. Very strong, very powerful. Tips his scale at 6'5", 315 pounds. Major quickness and wears it all with a thicker trunk. Slams into opponents and frequently is the one initiating contact. Will get low in his stance with exceptional lower body flexibility, but pad level tends to rise as play progresses. So that'll be something that just works on with just kind of, again, his endurance as he goes on. Displays adequate get-off for his size and has a downhill charge to close gaps in backside pursuits. And you'll see that, again, watching this film. They have him line up on that defensive end at times just because of his speed and his ability to explode out of his hips. He can play that defensive end tackle. Great size, great physicality, very quick. Love what Florida picked up here. I know Coach Chapman is fired up with this pickup. Very excited on what he is going to be able to do. This now pairs up with Jarayla McCoy. Two big-time defensive linemen. I think Jarayla McCoy, and I'll take a look at it now. I want to say he's a top prospect as well, too. Top defensive line prospect, I should say. Let me see where that puts him. So that bumps us up to 14, I believe. That's not right, is it? Let's see if Kendall is in the mix there. He is. So 14 on 247. He is our second highest rated commit now behind the cornerback C.J. Bronny, who's ranked 72nd overall. Jarayla McCoy, they have him as a 3-star. I know On3 likes Jarayla McCoy a lot more than the other guys. So let's see what they have him as. A couple of top, again, defensive linemen to add it to the mix. Yeah, On3 has him as a top 200 play recruit. Jarayla McCoy, 6'6". Jarayla McCoy is in 265. He could slide out to that edge position, to be honest with you, with that 6'6", 265 frame. That's something to kind of keep an eye on there. But so 14 on 247 and On3, which is now Rivals. This is going to take me a while to get used to. They have merged over and completely rebranded the entire thing. So it's no longer On3 and On3 recruiting. It's On3 and then just Rivals. Like that is what they have adjusted to up until this point. So Florida is still sitting at 15th overall on, yep, with everybody at it. So 14, 15, kind of right around that same spot for both recruiting sides. So very healthy in front of us. Got Tennessee, Penn State, Florida State, all with a couple more commits than Florida does currently. About 6 or 7 more. A couple of those guys do. So Tennessee has one more commit than we do. But look, big pickup there for the Florida Gators. I love it. Love kicking it off on the best day of the week with a big-time commit like this one. We had the Cedrian Morgan, the 5-star wide receiver who committed to Alabama earlier today. But that one I'm not going to give up on yet. I really think that thing can be wide open. We'll talk about it later on tonight with Gator Dave from Gator Breakdown and really see, like, hey, is Florida out of this? Are they going to remove themselves? Or are they still going to come swing back around and try this later on? I think they will. I think this could be a Dallas Wilson situation where they're going to really push hard and heavy towards the end there. And again, the production this year could really rock and roll. Here we go. Dylan Olive here. So I didn't realize this. We've got Trenton Henderson that is committing tonight. I didn't know that was happening tonight as well. So maybe we might have to do a live watch party during the main show for Trenton Henderson, depending on how the times line up. Could Dylan Olive be getting some inside scoop here? Can we double up? Could the boys be turning this thing around? If so, oh boy. Oh boy. Florida Gators are able to lock in 5-star Trenton Henderson. I'm going to tell you, the lies will be flowing more than they normally do. And I know I always say that, but I'm telling you right now, it could get juicy. Dylan, give me something. Like, are we feeling, is there some buzz? You know, should the spacesuit just stay on? Like, just let me know. You know, blink twice if UF's called you and yelled at you in the last 2 days. That's all I want. In an hour. Do we go live for the watch party? I mean, do we suit up? Do we stay dialed in? That's a dumb question. I know what y'all are going to say. You're going to say absolutely. That's, of course, what we do. Oh, he said don't do it. He said don't do it. All right. I didn't think so. I think LSU has made a push here. But maybe Florida feels confident. Maybe Florida feels like, hey, we've got things figured out. Let's reapproach this. Let's
and for the next 3 to 4 years, I like to take my commitment to University.
I just wanted to see him do it again. I just wanted to see him do it again. Yeah, look, I think that Henderson will be LSU anyways at 7 p.m. But you know, it's always fun to at least give it a shot, see how it works. I'll play it by ear. I'll see how we're feeling about it. I tried to get the 5-star wide receiver today, but the timing situation with that one did not happen. So, anywho, love this pickup for the Florida Gators. They sit in a very healthy spot now with 15 or 14 commits. 15 commits. Again, the top of it is CJ Brano, Kendall Gervil, Marquez Daniel, the 4-star wide receiver, 6'5". Then, of course, the 4-star wide receiver who we had on the show, Justin Williams. Then, of course, Will Griffin, Drayla McCourt, Carson Baker, who's an absolute dude, big-time 4-star running back. Then, of course, the offensive tackle, Tyler Chunkum. And where's Desmond Green? Because I saw him higher than... He's down lower now. This thing moves around like nobody's business. Anywho, great stuff. Great stuff. Class is coming together, looking extremely healthy with a lot of great pieces still to come. We talked about on last night's show where does Florida stand, who else is left on their targets. A lot of great guys still up for grabs there. But great show as always. Great little pop-in show. I don't want to talk too long because we will be live tonight at 8:35 for our main show. It's going to be an absolute blast. Always an hour-long show. Could be 4 hours tonight. I don't know. We got Gators Dave coming on. It could be anything. We're going to talk all things Gator football. News happening around the league. We got Media Day coming up in just about a week and a half and our own Independent Media Day. We're rock and rolling, boys and girls. Turn the bell on. You don't want to miss it. If anything pops just like this commitment here, we'll see you boys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.